every single night, like somehow you might see the faded light and find your lonely way back through the floor to hold my trembling hands just like before. But heavy shadows stay and time moves slow, and every empty room still seems to know that something beautiful has walked away and left me in the ghost of yesterday. Your side of the bed remains untouched and cold, like all the promises we used to hold. Just one more dream before the morning comes, before the reality of daylight numbs, and the midnight sky still calls your lovely name, and every passing hour feels the same. Every lonely heartbeat falls in deep despair. I reach for you, but you are never there. They say a man should learn to hide his tears and let the rolling seasons bury years. But some goodbyes will never disappear. I still can feel your spirit standing here. So through the dark and through the pouring rain, my broken heart will carry all the pain. The world keeps moving on, but I will stay and keep the lamp on till you find the way. I rode back home under the midnight sky, and all the happy memories passed me by. The radio was playing our favorite song, but everything about this night feels wrong. The coffee cups are sitting out of line, the curtains close the middle of sunshine. The empty hallways whisper your sweet name, and nothing in this house will be the same. Since you've been gone, my world has turned to blue, and every single day I cry for you. I try to smile, but tears are falling fast. I'm trapped inside the shadows of the past. The ticking clock just tears my heart apart. The endless winter freezing in my heart. No fancy lights can warm this lonely bed. With all the bitter words that we had said. If love stayed honest, we would still be fine, like summer days that never out of time. But now your kiss has faded into gray, and all my shining dreams have washed away. So I will stand right through the heavy pain and call your name beneath the pouring rain, until the stars above forget their flame. My broken heart will always stay the same. This morning all the curtains slowly moved. The people gathered and they dressed in blue. They walked along our quiet, lonely lane and left me standing in the blinding pain. You always said that you would soon return with all the fortunes that you had to earn. But now those shining dreams came home too late, and silence follows through the iron gate. And there were white flowers in the heavy rain. They're rolling slow right down our memory lane. Everybody watched the road in quiet pain, but nobody could bring you back again. The newspaper has told the story fast. The headlines made your final moments last. A late night road and blinded flashing lights. One wrong turn beneath the city lights. If I could trade tomorrow's golden dawn for one more night before you were all gone, I'd tell you stay and let the world just wait. But time will never change this cruel fate. Now there are white flowers in the falling rain, and I am screaming out your lovely name until the stars above forget their flame. My broken heart will always stay the same. I rode back home after a night away. You smiled too quick, then looked the other way. Your sweet perfume still lingered in the air, but someone else's shadow was just there. You say that nothing happened in the dark, but in the room I feel a frozen spark. The neighbor downstairs gave a knowing grin, like he knew exactly where I should have been. Baby, you got that lonely midnight glow, a fading light that hurts my spirit so. Your eyes are hiding what I need to know, and darling, I can tell you won't go. The record spins, but everything is slow. We lost the rhythm that we used to know. You laugh it off and say I dream too much, but something has changed inside your gentle touch. If love stayed honest, we would still be fine, like summer holding back the cold night time. But now your kiss feels strangely cold and slow, and everything we had has got to go. To hide what your eyes show. One final dance before I let you go into the dark where all the shadows grow. I remember that cold and dark September night. Thought my whole wide world had lost its golden light. Sat all alone while the old records played so low. Didn't think that I could ever let her go. Then my old man my way and softly smiled, said, son, don't stay broken all your life, my child. Love can leave, but your young heart still survives. Get back on your feet and open up your eyes. So I put on my old blue suede shoes tonight, walk down the street beneath the neon light. The city is moving, but my steps are slow, chasing the places where we used to go. There were dreamers laughing out loud, loud in the rain. Good people falling deeply in love once again. And I finally learned what I just couldn't see, that your sudden goodbye wasn't the end of me. Every painful goodbye leaves a brand new door to something beautiful and worth waiting for. Tears may fall like rain upon the lonely but tomorrow calls the rhythm of your feet. Only the hearts that keep on beat will find the way through the dark night into a brighter day. Hold your head up high and never look behind. Love will return in its own sweet time. I told myself the day you had to leave, I'd keep believing what we used to be. The wide ocean stretch and the seasons change. My love for you will always stay the same. Every lonely morning starts your memory. Every quiet night still safely carries me through empty rooms and faded yellow lights, until the moment I see you by my side. I'll keep your precious name inside my soul until these empty hands finally come home, like no one else in the world has ever known. I'll never let your beautiful shadow go, and the silver moon above can testify. It sees these sleepless midnight weeping eyes, till I can hold you close to me once more. I'm gonna love you just like I did before. The old records spin and time moves so slow, but where your happy laughter goes, I will go. Every lonely cafe chair on the street still feels like the place where we used to meet. So wait for me beneath the shining stars. No long road can keep our two hearts apart. Every single mile will quickly disappear. The beautiful moment that you are right here. I walk the rainy streets where we used to stroll. The autumn wind is blowing through my empty soul. I see the corner place where we used to hide and watch the busy world passing by outside. The waiter still remembers how you took your tea. He brings 2 cups but looks away in sympathy. The jukebox in the corner plays a dynamic tune, but winter came into this room too bright and soon. And that faded cafe chair is sitting empty there, like it's waiting for the ribbon in your hair. Every single day I come and take my place, hoping in the crowded room to see your face. The laughter of the strangers rings so loud and clear, but it only highlights that you are not here. The coffee turns to ice while the old records spin, reminding me of all the places we have been. If I could turn the hands of the ticking clock back to the happy days we used to talk, I'd never let your gentle hand slip away. I'd find a million ways to make you stay. But that faded cafe chair remains a lonely ghost, a silent memory of what I love the most. Until the silver stars forget how to shine, I'll keep your empty seat right next to mine. The summer warmth has faded from the city air and left me standing in the middle of nowhere. I still remember that cold September night when all our golden dreams simply lost their light. You packed your heavy bags and you walked away. There were 1,000 things that I wanted to say, but the words got stuck inside my choking throat as you disappeared in your long winter coat. Now my tears are falling down like September rain, washing all the streets with this heavy pain. The thunder rolls above in the dark gray sky as I look at the clouds, and I wonder why. They say the time will heal a broken-hearted man and wash away the sorrow like the desert sand. But every drop of rain hitting on my window pane just echoes the sweet sound of your lovely name. Oceans may stretch between your world and mine, and seasons change along the borderline, but nothing in this universe can ever change the way my lonely heart still feels so strange. So let the stormy weather wash my sins away until the darkness turns into a brighter day. once again. Out in the garden when the sun goes down and watch the glowing lights of the noisy town. The world is getting ready for a quiet sleep, but I have got a million promises to keep. The evening breeze is blowing through the willow tree. It feels like you are standing right next to me. I close my weary eyes and I can feel your breath, a love that is much stronger than the grip of death. And the whispering sky still sighs your lovely name. Through the silver dark it burns a constant flame. Though the endless miles keep us far apart, your voice is looping deep inside my lonely heart. The stars are blinking like a vintage neon sign to tell the lonely world that you are still mine. I listen to the clouds as they slowly drift by and catch the sweet lullaby from up on high. They say that love is just a passing summer dream that vanishes away like a flowing stream. But what we have is written in the cosmos deep, a sacred treasure that my soul will always keep. So I will look above when the long night falls and listen to the wind as it softly calls until the golden dawn breaks the dark blue sky. I'll hear your whisper saying never say goodbye. The city lights were blinding on that fateful night. The rainy asphalt reflected the neon bright. I held the steering wheel with a heavy heart, never knowing that our world would tear apart. A sudden flash of lightning in the midnight haze, a moment that would haunt me for the rest of days. The tires screamed aloud on the slippery track, and everything we loved turned into sudden black. It only takes one wrong turn on a lonely road to break the sweetest promise that we ever know. To watch the shining dreams fade away in smoke and leave a happy heart forever crushed and broke. I stood there in the dark while the sirens wailed and felt the bitter frost as the winter hailed. The newspaper will tell the story fast and cold, but they will never know the love we used to hold. If I could trade tomorrow for a second chance to hold you in my arms for one final dance, I'd tell the spinning world to just stop and wait before we drove directly through the iron gate. But time is like a river that will never bend, and every tragic story has a bitter end. I'm walking down the street where the shadows grow, regretting that one wrong turn from a long ago. The storm is past, and now the sky is clear. The morning sun is washing away my fear. I took a walk down by the riverside and felt the healing power deep inside. My old man used to smile and softly say, the darkest night will always turn to day. You gotta stand right through the heavy pain and watch the golden flowers grow again. Because love returns in its own sweet time, like a beautiful melody and a perfect rhyme. Hold your head up high and don't look behind. A brand new happiness you're gonna find. The world keeps turning and the rivers flow, leaving all the shadows of long ago. There is another song waiting in the air, and another love that's gonna treat you fair. Every painful tear that fell like rain was just a lesson to forget the pain. It opens up a brand new golden door to something worth alive and waiting So I will step into the morning light and leave behind the ghost of the night. Love returns in its own sweet time, and everything is gonna be just fine. The world may change and empires may fall. The winter wind may freeze the city wall. But what I feel inside my beating heart is something that will never tear apart. Oceans may stretch between your land and mine, and seasons change along the borderline, but memory is a bridge across the sea that brings your beautiful spirit back to me. Your sweet name. No fancy lights and no grand parade can ever warm the love that we had made. Where your heart remains, mine will always be, locked together for eternity. Time can never erase a love so true that shines forever like the ocean blue. I'll meet you in the pouring summer rain and wash away the sorrow and the pain. So let the universe just spin around. Our holy love will always stand its ground till the bright stars forget their golden flame. My broken heart will always stay the same. The long and weary journey reaches shore, and I don't have to wonder anymore. Through quiet rooms and faded yellow lights, I finally survived the restless nights. The moon above can softly testify, it saw the tears inside my weeping eyes. But now the waiting time has reached the end, and broken hearts are starting to amend. And these restless hands are finally coming home. No more in the dark blue world to roam. I'm gonna hold you close to me once more and love you just like I did before. The stars above will deeply understand why I am reaching out my open hand to lose you nevermore beneath the sky, where true love never has to say goodbye. The records spin and time moves sweet and slow, but where your laughter goes I'll gladly go. Every single mile has disappeared, the beautiful moment that you are right here. My soul, oh, oh, as the final curtain slowly start to roll. These restless hands are